That's right, people. It's finally here. The video you have all been waiting for. It only took me this long just because I was waiting for them to add this update just so I can get the most up-to-date video out for you guys. So right now we have max level of 900, and this video will give you guys a rundown on what you guys need to grind at what level until you guys hit max level, and kind of explain prestige system just so you guys can increase your level cap. But now let's honestly just get right into it. I know this video is going to be pretty long, so I don't want to make it even longer. So first quest we have the fire bandits. So right here is the main spawn you guys usually will spawn in. You guys might spawn at the boar hat. Just make your way down here. It is quite a long walk, but you'll be starting off with fire bandits. Get this quest. Please give it to me. Thank you very much. Now, something I like about this game is that they actually show you the location, because the map is pretty huge, and if you were to be left on your own to try to find that, it would probably take you ages. So I'm just gonna fly there just to speed up the video, but you guys know what you're doing, right? Just walk all the way down there. Now once you guys get down here next to the fire bandits, there's actually a special strat on defeating them, and I'll show it on my ult just because I literally one-shot them right now. Alright guys, so the strat is honestly quite simple. You just want to be really aggressive with your hits. Do 5M1s, dodge the fire move, and then go back into 5M1s. You do 5M1s right here, move back, dodge that move, and then go back into 5M1s, and that is the just the base of what you're going to be doing literally almost every NPC. The ones that shoot moves, I recommend dodging them. At the beginning you could just dodge the fire move, but once you can easily tank it, you don't take that much damage. Do your M1s, move just move in with your 5th M1s, and you should be able to finish them like 2 times faster. But I don't recommend doing that at the beginning just because they do usually hit their fire move on you, and that just kills your HP when you're low level. But as you level up, I'm only level 6 on this account, and I only have 8 strength points just because I haven't used a stat reset for some reason. But you guys will be getting 4 stat points per level, so that really should help you guys out defeating these things. So yeah, just like that, it shouldn't be too hard. Again, at the beginning it might be a little difficult, but as you progress, especially since you get 4 skill points per level, it is really busted. You go 4 times faster than we used to go before revamp, just because you get 4 skill points per level now. So you should honestly be destroying these things. Making your way back all the way there is the problem. Just like it takes a really long time to get the quest, but you guys will be doing this from level 1 to level 10 or level 15 depending on how you guys do on the next quest. But overall, I found at level 10 people are quite comfortable with moving on to the next quest. Now I'll just be using spawn for reference point so you guys can just find exactly where I'm going. Next one is the ice bandits. These ones are level 10 to 15 depending on how comfortable you are. Level 10 you should have like 40 skill points. Put it all into strength, because at the beginning of the game all you focus on is strength, because it literally just carries you during like most of the game, unless you have a really OP magic that just like dark. I think is a really good magic for farming. If you guys have dark, don't put magic points into it yet, just wait a bit until you get to the next NPCs after this one. But the ice bandit, you should be able to easily combo these things with your M1s. If you can one-shot them, like if you guys get here, but let's say you're watching this video pretty late and you're around this level area from level 10 to 30, and you can one-shot these things, do not go and get the ice bandit quest, just because these NPCs on their own give a really good amount of EXP, and just to run all the way there, I can't even see it, and just to run all the way back, it takes a really long time. It's time consuming to just hit these, kill them. They are pretty close to each other, and the grind over here is honestly pretty fast. Now at the beginning from level 10 to like I'll say level 20 or level 10 to 15, you might have to use the quest just to boost your EXP a bit, just because it is kind of okay at the beginning if you're level 10 especially, just to boost up your stat points so you get more M1 damage or more strength damage, and you basically just destroy these things until level 30. Level 30 is now where you start flying through levels until you hit like 200 or level 150, again depending on how comfortable you are with the strengths and combat system in this game. So for this one, I'm not going to go exactly fully into the spawn. So from outside spawn, where you had the fire bandits, the ice bandits, these are the novice which you will be fighting. The quest for it is on the village all the way down at the end of the map. So again, it is a long run, but it definitely is worth the EXP, because this is the best EXP you will be getting for a long time. So again, on this house right over here in this village, that spawn, you're going to make your way all the way down here inside the small village. You have the small blue house, go in, you have an NPC onto your right, get this quest, speak to this guy, and then let's go and fight the novice quest. The novice knights. These things are honestly really easy to fight. They use one earth move, which isn't really exactly dodgeable, but it shouldn't be a problem at at the M1 damage that you do or the strength damage. So down here again, it doesn't really show you the location, just to show you guys again. Blue house, go like towards the back of it, and you should see these things right over here. Now if you are a magic main, it will be kind of hard to hit all of these. That's why I really say to do M1 main. So if you M1, I mean strength, by the way, for you guys who don't know what M1 is, I just call it M1 because I'm used to playing ABA so much. But yeah, M1 is your strength, your melee damage. So this is what you guys are going to be doing for until level 150 or 200. Now over here is where you get to decide on what build you want to do. I do recommend doing with keep going with the M1 or strength build, but depending on your magic, some people decide to go the magic build. So if you want to go magic, it's all up to you. It won't really make much of a difference on your grind. It still will be really helpful throughout the entire game. But again, I've been doing strength the entire time, and that is what I do think it is kind of better. That's what I have found. Some people find doing magic better, but that's just my opinion. Again, it's totally up to you from over here. Now if you guys, I'm doing the last kill on the quest, 5k exp. Look at my exp right now. I'm level 500. Killing this gives me like literally that much. It's like probably 1/6 or 1/7, maybe 1/5, I don't know. But I'm level 500 and I get that much exp. If you guys are level 30 to like anywhere between level 30 to 200, you'll basically be flying through this. Now at level like 150-ish, you'll see that it really is slowing down. Like your progress will definitely slow down. And now if you have a lot of magic, or if you guys are gonna be able to one-shot summer bandits, that is where you move on to these NPCs right over here. So again, this is from level 150 to 250 or 200 to 250. These NPCs do not have quests, so it really depends on how quick you can defeat them. If you have magic, aggro all of them, get in the center, use the moves, they all die. I don't know why they're so spread out, but I think this is something new. But yeah, M1 is again melee is what I find best. You could literally just one combo these at probably at your level at like 150 to 200. You should be able to at least like a full combo, do 5 M1s, they should die. And these things do not have a quest on their own, but the EXP they give themselves just by themselves is really OP. Okay, I just have to go for a water break because my throat's hurting after recording this for like the 5th time. But hopefully this is gonna be the proper recording. But you do this until level 250 until you can go to Leon's. Leon's is honestly a really speedy grind until you get to like 500, maybe 600. That's where things really slow down. 600 to 900 is a pain. So yeah, Leon's up there. I don't know why I'm walking. I can just fly up there, and yeah, this is 250. This is where you enter Leon's over here. So before I actually teleport there, once you get level 300, I'll show you guys how to get 300. And once you get there, you gotta come to this NPC and prestige. Prestige 1 is at level 300, prestige 2 at 400, 3 at 500, 4 at like 600, and there's 6 prestiges, and max level cap right now is 900. So each time you hit those level caps and you do not get any more levels, this is the NPC you come to prestige, and I will discuss it more as I keep progressing in this video. Alright, so there are a couple of spawns in this map. One of them is like in the general village area next to the palace, or there's one mini fort. Just make your way to the palace. It shouldn't be too hard to get to unless you don't have flight. I really recommend using flight for grinding just because it is a really long walk. Like 50% of the time you're going to be spending your time just walking, and it really is a pain. So from spawn, we're going to start off with the easy NPCs just to get you guys up to level 300, and then we'll move on to the bosses after that. So from spawn, the castle, you're gonna move like go straight out forward, and you're gonna make your way down all the way over here throughout the main first gate. Do not go out the second gate. You're gonna go to that village to the left area right there. So not exactly outside, but right before you go outside, there should be a quest giver on right over here. So again, the castle, the village, everything, you're just gonna make your way over here, and you have the quest giver which tells you to fight holy knights. These guys are only like level 200, and they give 8k exp and 1k gold. So this is probably one of the best to farm just gold and everything, even especially exp. This is probably one of the best places you can grind exp until level of 400, like 300, 400. This is where I did mine. And there are 2 spawn locations. One is over there where it shows. There is one a bit over there, like under a tree. If there's someone fighting it there, you guys can go ahead and look for them. And they're not too far. They're like under one of these trees they spawn. So I'm gonna come right over here, and these guys do spawn pretty close. If you have gone with the magic build, you can literally just probably hit all of them with one magic move, or if not, aggro all of them and use one magic move. Or if you guys again M1 main, just easily just destroy your way through. Just like that, and we only need 15 of them for 8k exp, and that is extremely worth. Now I recommend doing this until level 300. Once you guys hit 300, go back to first world, prestige, go through the entire system again, but this time you will have a 50% buff. Each time you prestige, you get 50% more EXP, so you definitely should be way faster. You guys will get here way faster. So again, all this until level 300, I say. Now after this, you guys can either do bosses if you are M1 main. If you do not have strength and you are magic main, then you're gonna move on to the undead zombies, which is in that fort right over there, which is the other spawn, which you guys may have spawned in, you guys may have seen. So again, the castle, you're gonna come on the main gate, and towards your left you should see a little fort over here, and in this fort, let's just go in. There are mercenaries out here, but I don't know what exactly the quest for these are, and they don't seem to be given that good of EXP, so I'm just ignoring them. Don't fight those things, just go to the undead zombies. Now there's a special strat to do these things if you guys are magic mains, and I'll show you that right now. Oh god, I don't have a flight move, bro. I need to get like demon or something back. Human absolutely sucks. Oh my god, no way.
A few moments later.
Okay, yeah, I'm not trying anymore. Let's just go fly over it. So yeah, let's go down here. You should be a graveyard. It'll show you everything over here. Now again, if you're magic main, this is how you want to do it. You're gonna aggro all of the NPCs except for the mini boss. You guys could do the mini boss, but it kind of ruins your flow on how you're doing it. This is the mini boss. You guys just ignore him. Aggro all of these NPCs, like all these things right over here. I'm just gonna hit like 2 of them to show you how it's done. Once you have aggroed all of them, come next to the fence, jump over. Make sure you're not at the main gate because they will follow you in. I'm stuck. Okay, right over here. Now, right when you're over here, they cannot get in. So you just sit out here, spam all your buffs, all your magic, or not your race buffs, and then just spam all your magic moves. If you guys can destroy these things in like 2 or 3 magic moves, these NPCs, if you guys have noticed, the quest gives less than the previous one I just showed you guys, even though the NPCs were lower level. But these NPCs give you way more EXP on their own. That's why if you're a magic man and you can defeat them pretty fast, this quest is better. Just overall, it's because of the NPCs do give way better what's it called, EXP. They probably give you like, I don't know, 1 or 2k just on their own. Again, it's really OP. You guys will find out once you guys get over here. But if you guys are M1 main, I don't recommend doing this quest just because the overall quest for it is not, the EXP for it is not really that worth. So you could either stick to the Holy Knight, or if you are powerful enough to do the bosses, which I'm going to show you right now, you guys can do the bosses. So in this world, we currently have ourselves only 2 bosses, one of them being Marco, which is the quest right over here at the palace, and the second one is Tweeko, which should be like down one of these roads. If you jump over this house, you should be, yeah, right there. So these are the only 2 bosses. You could do either or. They both give the exact same amount of EXP, but the option is given just because some people might be fighting one, so you could do the other one. So again, that's Marco quest, that is Tweeko quest. I do recommend fighting Marco just because Tweeko is a bit more OP and he does a lot of damage. But if you guys do use the proper method, I'm going to show you guys right now, it shouldn't be too hard. So once you guys get the quest, you guys are going to go out the main gate. And these quests do give you 100k EXP. It takes like 5 to 6 minutes if you're M1 main to kill these. If you're magic main, don't even try. Just stick to undead zombies. That's why, again, I like magic better. I mean, I like M1 strength better just because it does do a lot. It does, again, for bosses, it absolutely destroys. So this is where Tweeko spawns. He does have a longer spawn time. Marco, I'll just show you that one first, I guess, and I'll come back to Tweeko. So once you guys get to the orb right over here, the black orb right out the main gate, you should see Marco right in the middle. I think I just joined the server, so he's not, oh never mind, he just spawned right in. But yeah, if you guys are in a new server, it probably will take some time, but Marco does spawn back like right away. The only thing is that Tweeko does take like a minute or 2 to respawn. So for this Marco, there are 2 different ways of fighting him. You can either get him behind a tree, get him stuck behind a tree, and just M1 him from the other side of the tree, or push him like towards the tree and just infinitely wall combo him. Let me use that tree for give me a better tree. I'll use this one. Okay, yeah, let's go right behind this tree. If he doesn't follow, okay, these trees are really laggy for some reason. Okay, yeah, I don't know why these trees are so laggy. Something's wrong with them. But yeah, if that doesn't work, this is the method I do use. Just get him. If he doesn't ragdoll like that, sir, please get up. Alright, there we go. So just get him across the tree just like this, wall combo. He does get 1 or 2 hits on you, but you should be able to tank it. His damage isn't that broken. He does also drop the Marco armor, which I am wearing right now. It's Zeldris armor. And this is basically the strat you guys want to be going with. It does give 100k EXP per doing quest, and there's the 1% chance to get the drop. So it's kind of a 2-in-1, especially if you get the drop while you're grinding. That's a massive W. This is the boss you will not have to come back to once you're done the game. So this is Marco, a bit easier one to do just because you can get him stuck to a wall and also behind the tree as well. But Tweeko is actually using the almost literally the exact same strat. I want to see if he's here yet. Yo, stop hitting me for a second. Get knocked back, get knocked back, get knocked back. Thank you. Let me out of here. Alright, for Tweeko, you actually get him stuck into the corner of the castle, which I honestly find a bit better just because it is more safer. He doesn't get to get out as often as Marco does, just because the tree isn't so reliable. Okay, so I waited a bit and he did spawn in. This is something you want to do a bit after, so you guys get to like level 400, 500 by doing Marco. Tweeko is something you can do after, if you guys have gotten Marco drop and just don't want to fight that one, fight this one. He does do more damage, but use the exact same strat. You hit him and then you hit him and you just run for your life into this corner. Oh god, he does do a lot of damage. You're not get hit by a scythe. I mean his axe. I want a scythe in this game, guys. Please, devs, add a scythe. But yeah, this is what you guys want to do. Get into the corner. This Anthony M1. Yeah, just like this. Get as close to the wall. Not as close, but just like somewhere right over here, so he doesn't really get a chance to hit you. And yeah, you basically just look at his HP going down. I'm only doing like 270 damage. So this is where you have magic. Stick to undeads. Again, I recommend doing M1 strength main instead, just because you could do bosses and it really does help you. Well, I think that's gonna be it for level guide from level 1 to 900. Again, this is something you do from like level 3 until you can fight bosses until level 900. All you do is bosses. Escanor does not give any EXP, he only gives boss drops, which is not exactly worth. Droll has also been added, but I think he only gives 50k EXP. These bosses give 100k, which is better. So I really hope they add more NPCs for late game, just because after like level 500 or 600, EXP gets really slow. So I'm gonna be surprised if I do see anyone at like prestige 6. That's gonna be really hard. But yeah, guys, this is how simple it is. Just like that. Again, it was quite easy. It didn't even take me like 2 or 3 minutes. Just like that, easy stuff. You do this until level 100. Again, I really hope they add better stuff to grind at like a higher level. But armors and drop swords, that totally up to you. You don't exactly need it, but they do help you a lot. Especially armors, they let you take way less damage, so you don't die as fast. Weapons, they do give you a little buff on damage, but also again, it is helpful for just doing that little bit of more damage, which can save you 1 or 2 M1s. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for level guide, guys. I did try to go over everything. Let me know if you guys have any questions about your magic, if it's what build you guys should be going with, or if I didn't explain anything too well, because I did try to speedrun this quite a bit, even though it still turned out to be 20 minutes. But yeah, I guess this is going to be it for level guide again. Thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully this video was helpful. They did add bosses 10% for getting a drop, so I will probably be hosting videos or streams of raids on bosses. They added Droll, which spawns every 30 minutes for those of you who are wondering. But this overall leveling, Istar is something you guys could use from 1 to 200, but isn't exactly the best for late game. Something you guys would be using in the beginning, but again, there is a good system to use without Istar. So if you guys don't want to use 2k Robux, this is the guide you guys would really want to use it. Bro, I'm getting too tired to speak right now. I'm just going to end the video. Thanks a lot for watching. Tier list for magic should be coming out like probably another day or two. I'm not exactly sure when you guys be watching this, but next video should really hopefully be tier list. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.